Okay, again, you are tuned into One Play One Voice. This is where Liberian meet other nationalities around the continent of Africa to promote nothing but peace, love, and unity. Bringing back our African tradition to the USA. Let's unite. It's all about African connection. On this beautiful day of June 30th, I have an awesome, hard-working sister. I think you already know her. Her name is Bintou Kone. Mistress Kone, been working in our community and other places for a very long time. So One Play One Voice thought it wise to recognize her to have this interview this morning. So Bintou, you're going to quickly introduce yourself to our audience. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday, and I hope all of you are well. My name is Bintou Kone, and I am an educator, a mother, a wife, and I'm also the CEO of a nonprofit organization called Bink International Charity. So one of my hobby is to, give time and give back to the community. So I love serving my people. I love being out there doing this work. And as a matter of fact, it's an honor for me to be, serving people. That's all about me. That's what makes me me. So thank you for having me today. And I'm looking forward to sharing my work with you and my experience with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bindu, for that nice introduction this afternoon. We just want to say we appreciate you for the great work you do in New York City. So as we share the link to our audience, we also want to make sure our audience get exactly what you are doing in our community, what you're doing in New York City as as a whole. So it is very, very, very nice to be with you this morning. I am the CEO of this network, and it's my honor to interview you this morning. But before we come back to our questions, I just want to take a little break. Okay, and then when we come back, of course, we'll go right into the program. So kindly stay tuned. We will be right back. We're our audience is AIC in collaboration with Bink International, trying to serve the public in New York City. And we just want to say, we are grateful to have such a wonderful lady who just wants to partner with us to provide our people in New York City these items, and we also have some things coming over. And we just want to thank you so much. But let me ask you one question because we're going to go over the broadcast. What was your passion? Why you doing this every year?
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for inviting me here. So, my passion is really to help people. So, I'm an immigrant too. When I came here, it was not easy for me at the beginning. So, I understand. So, I'm here also to give my support to immigrants incoming England. So, we deal with different resources, different goods. So, we have blanket, we have a impact, we have socks, and other things. So we will, help them a little bit. Know that these things are facing necessary. And when you get here, it may not be easy for you to get them this stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We look forward to working with you all the time. And yes, of course, come get something and support you.
Thank you.
You have been a great job. I want to make sure that you go to the broadcast. And for all to know as well, whenever you get here, come and hear. Again, my name is Joko Scam here. I'm also the Vice President for the African Immigrant Commission of New York and Connecticut. That is what we do. So we collaborate with other organizations in New York City just for us to push our people. Especially we have a lot of immigrants here in America. So our mission here is to collaborate. That collaboration it will enable us to be able to help our people. And these are some of the work that we do in New York City. Yes, there you go. So we are back. Thank you so much. We're taking a short break. I know you already know sometimes we got to take a break to go. So, Bintou, how you feeling this afternoon? Oh, no, I'm sorry. This
I'm
morning. I'm sorry. I just saw the time. How do you feel?
great. I'm blessed. I'm alive. I have
Very good.
good health, so I
Yeah.
will waking me up for another day.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So, Bintou, I mean, you're doing a great job. So it's an honor this morning. The time is 10:06 to have a great and a beautiful interview with you this morning. So the first thing I would just want to say, I know you already gave the introduction. So I want to know, Bintou, because we watch you work all the time, and there is like almost every year, and we told the wise that the world should know you. And that's one of the reasons behind this great interview this morning with the founder and CEO, Joe Posca. You already know I'm also slash a musician. People know me out there, so I'm wearing two hats. But how long this organization been in existence, and what motivated you, to form this organization? Thank you.
So this organization was registered and all the people were done in 2020. So right now it's like about 4 years. And I came about founding this organization based on my personal experience. So growing up back home as a young girl, we were faced with a lot of obstacle. Also, we didn't have access to school. With the culture back home, it's school are meant for boys. So and young girl has to stay home and help out with our chore and learn from their mother how to be a future good wife. So I wasn't, I didn't want something, like that for me. I wanted more. So I have to stand up for myself. So fight for myself so that I can have access to education. So eventually I moved here to the United States to the TV already. So I have to look back. So what about all the other girls who are still living home and facing these challenges? What can I do for them? So that's how I started, putting things together. For instance, my first, donation, I sponsor 250 girls to school, so paying their tuition, and also school supplies. So that's how, this organization came about. And eventually, we registered with IRS, got our 501(c)(3) status, and we also started doing work here in the United States. So we both present here in the United States, especially in New York and New Jersey. So we just started work in New Jersey too. This is our first year in New Jersey. That previously was just, New York and Burkina Faso back home. So this is, to a little bit summarize about how, our organization came about.
Wow, this is beautiful. And the last piece, how long or how many years have been in existence?
So about 4 years, from 2020 to 2024.
Say it again for the audience. Is it 2 years?
4 years, from 2020 to 24.
Okay, 4 years. Very good. And I also want you to just project your voice more harder, be louder, because I want the audience to really, really, hear you out. Because you are doing a very wonderful job. So speak loud into the microphone, so because they want to hear you. I know they are curious, to really know the kind of job you do in New York City and other places. And then you just had an extension in New Jersey. We're strongly believe that you're doing a very great job. Thank you for that response. But let me ask you before, if I ask the next question, are you an educator? Is that correct?
I am an educator. I teach science and math in middle school.
Oh, wow, wow. So for the audience sake, you want to say which middle school you work to?
Yes, I work at Discovery Charter School.
Very nice, very nice. And so I also did some research been doing, and I found out that you are from Burkina Faso. Is that correct?
That's very correct.
So what was it like your journey, coming to the US and making a difference, being an educator? What motivated you to do that?
Yeah, so like mentioned previously, it's because of hardship and also challenges that we young adults face back home. So I wasn't given the opportunity to go to school. So what as a was my calling is to be a housewife. So I was, meant to stay home, do house chores, and learn from my mom how to be a good wife and, to my future husband. One of our responsibilities was also to give money home to family where I go to school, sell some goods, bring some clothes, and private school. So what I do is to go spend like 3 days a
What
week
are you doing?
at what the kids were doing
Yes,
in the classroom. I wish I could have, I was one of those kids inside the classroom, and the teacher surprised me one day and by coming around and I trying to run away, and then he assured me that he just want to have a talk with me. So we had a talk, and then he was so moved, and then he saw the passion in me from wanting to go to school. That's how he ended up, meeting with my dad and trying to convince him to let me go to school. And eventually, that's how I was able to, attend school along with my sister. So, nevertheless, to say that, I have something to prove. So I didn't, failure wasn't an option for me because, I was given this golden opportunity to go to school. So I did everything I could to make sure I was among the best,
Right.
uh,
Wow.
also I graduated from high school, then moving to college was another challenge because of financial, you know, barrier. I didn't have money to right away go to college, so I had to figure something out. And while I was doing that, that's how I met, two young men who, eventually introduced me to the TV lottery to come to the United States. And I eventually played with my best friend then. We were struggling on the street together. We both played, and a year later, I was informed that I was selected to come to the United States. That was the best thing ever for me because education was priceless for me. I was ready to leave everything behind, even though I didn't know anybody here in the United States. I was willing to take the chance. I was willing to come here to
Wow.
struggle, to make sure that I get the education that I need, that I deserve. So that's how I ended up, in the United States here. Again, it was, another, level of challenge, starting with the language barrier. I didn't speak no English at all because I only speak French then. And I started with ESL classes, also doing all kind of odd job to survive because I didn't have money. I needed to pay for my rent, food, and that. So it was another little struggle for me, but I didn't give up. I went to ESL classes. Eventually, I could go to college. I was accepted. Another milestone for me, being accepted to, the college. And I moved from there. I transferred to NYU, got my degree there, and eventually ended up in, education field. I chose to be in education field because of, this teacher, like I mentioned before, who stood up for me and gave me, you know, opportunity to, have a better future for myself. So this is my way to give it back to people also. So, and also honor that teacher who believed in me, even though my own parent and family didn't, see my potential then.
Wow, wow, Bintou. Your story, I mean, it really touched me, as a CEO of One Play One Voice TV network. Again, audience, I know you're watching out there. It just very motivating to see such a wonderful, wonderful sister who came from West Africa, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is in West Africa. Is that correct? I want to make sure.
Yeah, what's
Right,
happening?
right, right, right. So, I mean, coming over, being motivated, as a female, going to school, trying to enhance her life. I mean, that's her way of showing appreciation to the world, by doing what she do for the past 4 years. I think she deserves our support. Yeah, she deserves your support. Bank International Charity, she's the former president. Again, you are tuned to One Play One Voice. There is where Liberians meet other nationals around the continent of Africa to promote absolutely nothing but peace, love, and unity. We're going to come back to Bindu for an inspiring story. And I strongly believe people can learn from what, the path she went through, and they can also better themselves. So we're taking a very, very few second break. When we come back, we'll be asking Bindu, how can she encourage other young people like her who came to America, not only come to America, but trying to make sure she firstly did something for herself by going to school, by earning her degree. Now she teach in New York City. Not only that, giving back to the community. It's an interesting story, isn't that, audience? So when we come back, we're going to be asking her how can she motivate other young people that are also coming up. What can they do? How can she encourage them? So stay tuned. When we come back, we will be right here, and Bendy will be telling you exactly how she can encourage young folks. Thank you. All right, we are back. You are tuned to One Play One Voice network. This is where Liberians meet other nationals around the entire continent of Africa to promote nothing but peace, love, and unity. Bringing back our African tradition to the USA. Let's unite. It's about African connection. So we are back to you, Bindu. Your story is very, inspiring, and I believe all these out there watching your story. So the next question is, how can you use your story to encourage young folks that are watching you right now and after here as well?
So my message to all the young people out there is that they need to believe in themselves. And I know that everyone else has a potential, has a talent. So you have the talent, and do work hard on your dream. Make sure you do everything to make sure you succeed. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people who will support you, how to share your vision, your goal. So never give up. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. The only limit to yourself is, yourself. So there's no limit. The sky is your limit. Go for it. Whatever your dream and aspiration are, make sure you take action on it, work hard on it, and you will get there. And never give up. That's my message to everybody out there, all the young people out there.
Thank you so much for that. That was highly appreciated. Young folks, yeah, all if she can do it to this level, I strongly believe that you can do the same as well. So the next question here, Beno, so what are some of the services Bank International Charity Inc. provide, and where do you provide them?
All right, thank you for that question. So first, our mission statement is to provide social and education opportunity for all because when we say for it's for everybody without any discrimination. So we work to improve the health, wellness, and well-being of people by addressing their basic need and providing them with tools and resources they need to succeed both in school and in life. We believe, like I mentioned before, we believe that every person, deserves the opportunity to reach their full potential, and no one should be, hindered in their education and physical and emotional development due to the lack of essential items such as like food, clothing, shoe, toy. So to reach our mission, to reach our goal, we organize, you know, uh, uh, community drive. For instance, we organize event, we collect, basic needs item and we distribute that to the community. So that's a little bit about our mission. And some of the services that we provide are tuition assistant, school supply assistant. We also do free STEM tutoring program. We do workshop, and as I mentioned before, some social services, including accessing healthcare. So we do that to workshop where we invite different insurance agencies that comes and talk about the services to the people. So that is like we also kind of like make a connection between these organizations and companies in the community. So sometimes our community don't have the right information and they don't know what to do to get those information. So we provide, kind of link them with these resources.
Thank you so much, Ben, for that awesome response to the question. Again, we just want to appreciate you for what you do in New York City. One Play, One Voice, trying to recognize you. We also going to be partnering with you to keep pushing your vision to where you want it to be. But let me ask you a question. During your time of service or duration of services, right? I want to say, during that transition, what are some of the challenges you face when it comes to serving your people in New York City?
All right. So there are a lot of things that come to play whenever you are running a organization. So first challenge is like how to find donors and supporters. So sometimes it's really
Yep.
challenging because you have all these brilliant ideas, but then
Our
you don't
audience.
have the resources to make sure that you can achieve your goal. But so some finding donors are sometimes a huge challenge. And other challenge also is like, all right, sometimes you need volunteers, and again, you need people all hands on to make sure that the event goes well. So volunteering also is a big part of it. So reaching out to people, making sure that whenever you have an event and they have to show up, that is what we constantly sometimes struggle with. So these are the two main, struggle that we face with our organization. But as the year goes by, we're getting better at it, and I'm glad that lately we have the support of a lot of friends and family, and the community who always show up at our event to make sure that we give us a healthy and making sure that the event goes well. So we are very grateful for that. So, yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Bintou, for that response to this question. Again, you are doing the one play one voice. You see, Bintou is right there. She is doing a wonderful job in New York City, serving the people of New York City, and also now she transitioned to New Jersey as well. So whenever you see her, please feel free. Everything she gave out is always free. She gave a lot of stuff, as you can see right on her background. As you can see, that she's doing an awesome, 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 and wonderful job. So again, we really appreciate you being for that. So the last and final question I'll be asking. But before I ask that question, we're gonna take a break, and right after that question, then you will be giving your final closing statement, and also in that statement, you want to also encourage people to come, to join you and just finding a way out, to make sure, But let me ask this question before even your closing statement. How can people get you? Let's take for instance, right now for this network, you know, um, we going to have it presented to you, and you're going to share with friends on the international. They're going to listen. They're going to hear you, but they want to reach you to support you. Can you give a million or any means that they can reach you, whether through a cash app, whether through a, just a number, whether through it maybe they want to reach your Facebook, because this is very motivating. Your story is very motivating. You have done a lot of work, and this interview going to sell you, of course. So you just want to make sure to give them that information. Thank you.
We want to share it now.
You kind of breaking a bit. No?
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, now we're hearing you. Go ahead.
All right. So how can you get involved with us? So basically, we have a Facebook page. You can follow us at Bink International Charity. That's the name of our Facebook page. So you can follow us there. We're also currently working on our website. So please see, we have our own website, brand new website. So I'll be sharing that on our Facebook page. We also have a contact number, which is 929-422-3677. You can send us an email, a text message, call us, we will respond. And you can reach out to email as well. And our email address is binkinternationalcharity1@gmail.com. Again, binkinternationalcharity1@gmail.com. So you can reach out to us to help us either with volunteering, opportunity to volunteer for us. If you want to support us in any other way or give a donation, like I mentioned before, we do clothing drive, we do shoe drive, all the basic necessity things, items, we collect them and then we distribute back to the community, either here in the United States or back home in Africa. So any donation, please feel free to reach out to those, using one of these means. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for that information, that you just gave us, Bindum, to reach you. If anyone have a donation for you, I strongly believe when listening to your story and listening to what you're doing, that which is so fair enough. I see you many times, and you come with your heart. You do these things from your heart. And we see it. And we just want to say. May God keep blessing you. Just keep doing what you're doing, because we strongly believe that people from other international communities going to hear your story. Of course, you share your story right here, and it's going to go far. From the platform, from YouTube, wherever people are listening to you, we want you to come in to support Bindu. She's doing an awesome job. I think when people serve humanity, they deserve that support. It's just fair enough to continue to help people around the globe, through our humanitarians, who volunteer their time, take their time off to give back. I think it's something very awesome. So with that said, I'll be taking an intro, and right after that intro, when we come back, she will be giving a final closing statement. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned, and we will be right back. All right. Thank you, audience. We are back. I told you we're coming back. I would never leave you like that. Just a little break that we know we have to go behind the scene. All right. So again, we are here with Bindu Kone. She's a wonderful sister in New York City, an educator, working for the children of New York City, and also giving back to the community. Bindu, we want you to give your final closing statement. In this statement, we want to make sure that you also recognize where you're from, Burkina Faso, because I believe people from there are going to watch this interview. So, what can you tell them, the young people that are coming up? How can you encourage them? And then you conclude it just closing up, and that's how we're going to end the show tonight. This morning. I keep saying tonight. I don't know why. I'm used to having interview in the evening. All right, Biden. So it's all to you now to give a final closing statement, and at which time we will be closing for the day. Thank you.
All right. So my closing statement is that I want everybody to come together, to work together and unite to make our community a better place. Make it better than how we found it. How can we do that? It's by helping one another, by giving back. So to my people back home, I want everybody to, unite as one, work together in hand to make sure that we create a place for our children, future children, let's make this world a better place where everyone feels safe, loved, welcome. So that's my mission. With everyone, love, confidence, it's all. And hello, can you hear me? Hello? Yes, yes.
All right. So again, that's how we end the interview today. Well, thank you so much, audience, for being a very great audience, and we look forward for the next interview that coming up soon. So again, Bindu, it was nice to serve you in this capacity, and we just want you to continue the great job. We pray for you, and we pray for the audience to reach out to you. Again, can you just Just take this time to call your number one more time, so when someone want to contact you, they can reach to you directly. And also feel free to contact One Play One Voice. I can also reach her as well.
Our, so our contact information is 929-423-3677. And also we collaborate with everyone, whether it's the video level or if there are any other organization who want to collaborate with us and do partnership with us, invite us to your event, right? So we can come out and provide the services at your event. So we open to collaboration and partnership with other organizations. Yeah.
All right,
Thank
you
you.
heard it all. So you got contact information, and she said collaboration is a very, top priority for them. So feel free to always jump in, and she's just a wonderful sister. And that's how we come to the end of the broadcast. You tune into One Play One Voice. There is where Liberians meet other nationals around the continent of Africa. It doesn't matter which country you're from in Africa. We reach out to you. Reach out to One Play One Voice, and your voice will be heard right here. This network is built for each and every one. It doesn't matter where you're from, like America, Europe, London, it doesn't matter. So again, it was a pleasure having you today, Bintou, and we want to say have a pleasant, pleasant day, and
Thank you.
stay tuned, audience.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. God bless you.